Yo guys, what's up? Shadow here and welcome back to another episode of Space Engineers. Alright, today we shall be finishing up this room, our jump drive storage room, or however we want to call that. And then we'll start sketching out the last two rooms, which are going to be a reactor room and engine room, I would call it, with gyroscopes. So let me just gather up a few materials, but meanwhile, let's talk about the big thing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to see the news on the Space Engineers Steam page and, well, basically everywhere where Space Engineers news is posted, you will have seen it. War is coming. An announcement. Cryptic a little bit, but I think we can kind of see what is going on and where this is gonna go. So that was the announcement, war is coming. With a GIF of a Space Engineers character with a handgun firing towards the camera and reloading that handgun. So we kind of have to assume that there is a certain degree of new combat gameplay mechanics coming to the game, which is something that this game has been lacking in my opinion, quite heavily. Because whenever I try to do something combat related in Space Engineers, I always install like 15 mods, you know. And yes, so part one, this first part of War is Coming, it seems to be focused mainly on... Oh god, are we out of energy? Are we? Are we? We might be. Strange. Anyway, so yeah. It looks like first they're gonna probably focus on Space Engineer carried weapons, but what I would love to see is expand that, because it's obviously part of a series of updates, the way they written the post. So what I would love to see is just more of these updates further down the line, you know, like part one, basic Space Engineers defense kits, stuff like, you know, handguns, rifles, whatever, and then slowly start to expand into more crazy weaponry, aka big ass ship guns and rail guns and stuff like that. If they're actually doing that, then this game, I think, will get a lot more traction, because it is fun to build ships like that, you know, but if the only weapons that you can put on them are rocket launchers and miniguns, that's just not very fun. It basically means that whenever you build a ship, there is a very optimized version, and since there's only two weapon types, there is gonna be a perfect way to build it. Introducing more weapon types will make this more interesting, I think, and even just from a look point of view, you know, having like one of these big ass gun turrets on top of a capital class ship, you know, that's just gonna be awesome, something like that. So I'm really looking forward to how they're gonna do this, because the announcement, I have to say, kind of excited me. I could imagine not everybody really cares that much about the combat mechanics, because there's, in my opinion, a few camps when it comes to Space Engineers and its further development. There's people that say it should focus on building because that's what it does best, and I would say that is true. It definitely does that better than most other like space-themed building games, or shall we say sandbox exploration games. There's people that say it should more try to deal with survival and survival issues, you know, kind of like adding more random generated stuff, adding more content to discover, NPCs, kind of that stuff. But there's obviously also people who do like the combats, and yes, right now that is lacking a lot. Now, what I wonder is, will they run into problems again with combat and multiplayer? Because that is also something that dampens combat enthusiasts early on in this game, I can tell you. Because, you know, these days where you had to, when you fired a rocket or something, you basically had to slow down your ship because sometimes because of server lag and malfunctions of the net code or whatever you want to call it, sometimes the missile would just kind of clip into your own ship and destroy you, which hilarious in a way, but not very nice. You know what I mean? But yeah, there you go. So we got this stuff up somewhere. We probably will have to put in a vent of some description, but I think right now we can just go on. Let me grab stairs, and let me actually also grab some steel plates. And you know what? We'll make some more steel plates. There we go. Let's get a few more produced. So, the staircase will go down from here. Yes. And then I think we'll just go with this kind of block. Like so. And then another stair. And further down we go. Another one. And now we are actually one block above ground here. Let me just put in some floor blocks here. And then just the last piece here we might do with another piece of stair. We might just do with like one of these. Just to make the descent a little bit smoother. It kind of annoys me that there's not going to be like, you know, actual rails for these stairs, but I think it's better than to slap one of these on the bottom, you know, in this configuration. I think it looks a little bit better. Or what do you think? Like so? I guess that works too. Yeah, let's keep it in the same kind of manner, you know, when it comes to the design. So, this is the staircase, yeah? And then the stair into the next room is going to be from back here. I'm actually just going to place it so I don't forget. So that is going to go down into the next lower level. Obviously have to put in one of these. Oh, yeah, not this orientation though. Like so. And then this one goes down easy. Actually, yeah, we have to do it with a different angle. This one, we have to do it with this. Energy there we go. Low. Okay. Right, so let me just start pouring some materials into these things. There we go. Looks like we're good, almost good on construction components. Let's get some more stuff. But yeah. We'll have to then figure out next what is the size of the next two rooms, because that I'm not 100% clear on that yet. I think I will want to go with 2 reactors. If we can handle that from a size point of view. And then I would say the rest, just fill it up as much as we can with gyroscopes, just to the brink, you know. Just energy fill it. Critical. But yeah, I mean, I have the feeling the next 2 rooms I'm gonna start from the bottom up. Actually, we're gonna start designing it up from here, just so we have the spacing, you know, because 2 reactors are gonna take up a lot of space, obviously. Alright, let me just get a whole bunch of steel plates, and then we're gonna start modeling the rest of the walls up there. And yeah, Just close everything up, then we can put in lights and some more decorations, like maybe a console somewhere. Maybe we... I have to actually check if the automated LCD script has any, like, jump drive related stuff in it. I would have to check that, because that I have not used before, that script, so we'll have to see. Or that part of the script, rather. But yeah, let's do one thing after another here. Just real quick. Get all of these bad boys welded up. Oh, jeez. I've turned up my game sound a lot, apparently. I have to probably fix that in post. Should be fine. I just don't have... shouldn't forget about it. Otherwise it's going to be a pain to listen to. Right. Okay, so next is these walls here. We have to get all of these... oh, jeez. All of these walls done. Slowly but surely. Just get them all up in there. Yeah. That will take, again, a gazillion freaking steel plates, as it always does. I'll have to check afterwards how heavy this thing is already. Kinda interests me, I have to say. Probably made like an absolute abomination when it comes to freaking space, you know? Go, next layer. And then I also have to see if I want to fill in these blocks here as well. Probably, so we're consistent with the design. But yeah, we'll decide very spontaneously. There we go, another layer of these bad boys. At least this part of the ship should be decently armored, because there's like almost always like 2 pieces of armor then, if I put blocks behind here. 2 to 3 pieces of armor. Should be decent. Okay, get new steel plates now! Also, let's make some more. But yeah, I'm really interested how heavy this thing is. Didn't we put like a station down here where we can sit in? Yeah, look, I think we are actually not having enough energy to power the whole thing. Yeah, see, the battery's freaking empty. Maybe we'll have to put some more solar panels on these things as well. On the anchor, so to speak, so we can continue working on this ship. You know what I mean? We'll take care of that in a second, I think. Okay, another set here. Oh, I'm an idiot. Jesus Christ, I just realized what I'm doing here is an absolute abomination. I'm doing this all wrong. This is, of course, tiered. What the hell? What was I thinking? Oh, man. Oh, well. At least we have already kind of material over here in the form of blocks, so we don't have to travel as much. It's still a stupid mistake in a way, but, you know, at least it's salvageable. Okay, let's just make this part. That means we'll also have a little bit more space to work with, which is nice. There we go, and then we need another 2 blocks here. I wonder if there was somebody watching this going like, "You idiot, you're doing it wrong!" Okay. But then again, that means we probably can put even more armor bits between the jump drives and the outer hull. So they're even more secured because of this. Okay. Let's do the same thing on the opposite side. We can get all of these steel plates back and just reuse them. That's fine. We just put these in real quick before we start. Right, because that's very good for structure. That helps with frickin' building afterwards. Okay. More! But now with the additional assembler, these steel plates are getting made so much faster. It's amazing. Now if we make an order like that, it gets turned out so quickly. It's lovely. Okay. All of these. And this. Right. Okay, now let's do the next one. And remove these bad boys again. And now we'll do the same thing. Just put these in for structure. But yeah, that means also we have a bit more space over here for a console to put in, because I was kinda not sure where the console would go, but yeah, now it makes more sense. A lot more sense it does make indeed. Right. Good. All these removed. Okay. There we go.
Energy critical.
So like this should work. Also, by the way, I hope you all had a fantastic Easter holiday. I was in the Swiss mountains, a bit of hiking, a bit of family time. It was really nice. But it was the weather was kind of interesting, because when we were up there, it was like quite warm, you know. Of course, because it's high up, it's still relatively cold to the rest of the country. But it was still, you know, it was nice out. You could go and have a hike without too much like winter gear and stuff. You just could go in normal clothes. And basically, the day we went home again, the day afterwards, freaking snow. It just snowed it in completely again. We even got some snow here in the lower parts of Switzerland again. It's I don't know. We already put the freaking barbecue on the balcony last week, because we thought, oh yeah, now it's the weather's gonna be nice now. We can actually, you know, do some barbecues every once in a while. But yep, forget about that. That's not gonna happen. Oh, sometimes it's really annoying, this stuff. But hey, there you go. That's climate change for you, I suppose. Kind of crazy weather patterns, or less predictable weather patterns, I suppose. Okay, right. Remove all of these, or at least partially, so we can start building up right here. Yes, let's start with these. Just putting those in already. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. There we go. Okay. So now we can remove all of these. And then we'll replace those with floor plates. So see, now here we have a bit of space where we can make like a command console with some LCD screens that tell us certain information about the jump drives. Again, I have to real quickly look up if there's any commands that do what we want them to do, you know, kind of like maybe show us the loading percentage of the jump drives, something along those lines would be cool, I suppose. But we'll have to check if that is a thing that the automated LCD script can do. Okay, yes, now we need more. More! But I suppose there should be something along those lines, but I think to even get it work, we'll need to add more solar panels to the anchor. Because you can see there's still power up there, but the power is basically being consumed by the upper part of the ship that's already been running, and the lower part doesn't get any more new energy because we're basically using it all up as it comes in to keep the other systems alive, essentially. That's what we're doing. So we'll have to add some solar panels to the anchor, maybe even an additional battery, something along those lines. We might also want to start adding solar panels to the ship itself, because it definitely will need some of those as well. I'll have to put these in just to block out the, well, the holes. And I think we could, for example, make this quite straight here, this wall, and then put a huge, like a 3x3 or even a 5x5 LCD screen up that you can then see from this command console. Probably 3x3 is a bit more ergonomic and easily visible, I have the feeling. You know, kind of like up here-ish, so to speak. So we'll just put more armor blocks in here. I think that's a good idea anyway with the this room. Because generally speaking, if the jump drives get shot to pieces, that's not a good thing, right? Because they're super expensive components to repair and stuff, so yeah, probably keep them safe and sound, right? That to me is probably a good idea. So I'm just gonna put some more steel plates on here, and then we're gonna make some solar panels on the anchor to hopefully get this stuff back on track. We also have to put in a oh, okay, also on this side this is kind of ugly actually. I think I know how to fix this though, this side. I have the feeling I'm just gonna put in a conveyor here, a conveyor junction, then a vent on this side, and then we can put in grates over here that let in the air, and then like either a catwalk, or we could just leave the conveyor junction here. If we put a vent on this, it will stick out the half block, and that will make the staircase here kind of awkward, so we're not doing that. But yeah. Yeah, let me just fill more of these blocks in here. Again, this is going to be very nicely armored. Well, you know, relatively speaking, because it's light armor, so... we could, like, put a layer of heavy armor in between, but still. Also, it's kind of only armor from the front, so not 100% great, but, you know, at least it's something, right? There we go. So, yeah, I kind of have the feeling I'm gonna just fill these spaces here. So the whole room is 3 by 3, like 3 wide. We don't want to make it wider than that, really. There's no real benefit to that. So from the front, it's going to be difficult to destroy the jump drives. Let's put it that way. Also, I'll have to put lights in here as well at one point, but then again, it doesn't really makes sense to put in light if the freaking energy doesn't suffice to power them even. So again, that is the next problem we'll have to deal with. We've been improving our station with solar panels so much that we completely forgot that we would have to do the same here. Really. Or you know what? I could technically, before we finish this room, we could also have a good think about where solar panels are gonna go on this ship. Because I have the feeling the ship needs them. At least a few. You know? So I think that should be the next thing, even before we start putting in the reactor room and everything. Even though I have the feeling the ship is mainly gonna be running on uranium power, it probably would still be nice to have some solar panels that can, you know, gather energy when this ship is just dormant, or if it's just zipping through space without having to change course. I guess that would be kind of cool. Right, now there's such a huge freaking block of metal there in the front. I mean, from the outside you don't really see it, that it's armored up like this, but god damn. Oh yeah, I have forgotten these. That's fine, I need some more anyway. Damn, we are just putting in so many steel plates in that one room. I mean, not even counting the jump drives, but damn. Right.
No
of course. Should have known. Should have known that would have happened. Give me energy. I also wonder with the combat update that's gonna come. Which, well, of course it's a bit speculative at this point, but will they do something like armor? You know, the thing that I've been suggesting or thinking about over a long time now. You know, kind of like suit upgrades. You know? Just kind of like an inventory slot somewhere. Maybe, you know, they would have a new button here that is like inventory. Or like, not character inventory, but like suit inventory. And then you could, you know, add different kind of helmets and bodies and jetpack units with different, you know, stats on it. That would be very interesting. Maybe a helmet with like infrared vision. Or a... what other helmets could you put in? Like a heavy armored helmet, but it's not very... It has terrible visuals. I don't know if they could do something like that, or if it would really piss players off if they would have their visual fields restricted. But you know, stuff like that, like a heavy armor suit, or maybe a suit with more pockets, a suit with, I don't know, a huge jetpack so you can zip around faster. Stuff like that would be very interesting to do. Okay, let me just... I just want to do at least one solar panel, you know? At least one of them I want to do. Or two. Just so we maybe get a few more things online, because it looks like we don't need that much more power, but just a bit, you know? So maybe two more solar panels actually are gonna do the trick here. Who knows, right? We might as well try. So we need glass, computer girders, and a few more solar panels. Let's see if we can remember that. Glass, computers, girders, solar panels. Computers, girders. Well, okay. There we go. That should be enough. Let's see if it makes a difference. One of them. Two of them. go up here and see if we can already see some. I mean, the frickin' jump drives are hogging all the power, I suppose. So let's go to jump drive. Let's group them all. And then let's turn them off for now. Let's see if that... Yeah, obviously that fixes stuff. Obviously it does. So yeah, I think the jump drives, we only activate them when, you know, the main power source of the ship has been dealt with. When it comes to solar panels, what I've been thinking is to put, I don't know, maybe put some hinges on here and then angle them on at like a 45-degree angle, like off like this diagonal, and then just put huge solar panel wings on. Although it would be cool if we could like tuck them away. Oh, that would be interesting. Have hinges here. I would have to do some weird build where I have like, I don't know, how many hinges could we place if we place every outer block? 1, 2, 3, 4 hinges. You know, so that they all connect to one grid. So we have like a strong connection of 4 hinges. And then have the solar panels go off in this angle. And then when there's like a combat situation or we don't need them, they just kind of fold in. Like under the ship. That would be kind of cool. I think that would be an interesting project. Maybe we will do that next time. Because I have the feeling that could be very interesting. You know what? I'm just, before we end this today, let me put in some lights. Let me put in some consoles. Let me just put in some stuff, yeah? Let me just get a few things here. Actually, not that much. Probably a bunch more. Displays, computers, yeah, all that stuff. So we'll need a... I think I'm gonna put in one of these control seats. That's gonna look quite cool. Yeah, Jesus. Okay. So we're gonna put in one control seat here. And then I think for the LCD we're gonna go with the sci-fi panel. The 3x3, like this huge bad boy, boom, right there. And then I also have the feeling we just to make it a bit more smooth, we're gonna put some of these in, and then here we're actually gonna put some of these in to just round off the room a little bit, you know, just to make it look like the LCD screen is not just like stickered on the wall with some tape or something, you know what I mean? So yeah, there you go. Gonna need some more interior plates. And displays and computer. What else do we need? Display, bulletproof. Oh yeah, right. Do we have some more for lights? Or did we use up everything here now? I think for the lights we'll have to... Oh yeah, and this stuff we'll have to... Ah, jeez. Okay, we are not quite finished yet with this room, it seems. So I'm gonna put these like so. So it lights up this portion of the room quite nicely. And then for this portion we'll have to... let me think about this. Maybe. Oh yeah, I said I wanted to... Yeah, right. Let me do that real quick. So here we'll have the conveyor junction. There we go. This one. And then on this we could place a light. That probably might be enough to light up this part. Then we still might be able to put a light here, and then that should light up the room sufficiently. And then I think we can just put down some light armor blocks all the way around here. Yeah, let's get some steel plates. I really want to finish this today because otherwise I will lose the train of thought. You know, I just have that sometimes. I don't know if it's the same for you lot watching this, but sometimes I just have a thing in my head. And I know if I don't do that thing right now, I will lose my thought that I had. You know, I will not be able to continue on this thing because I will not remember everything I was thinking about. I sometimes have that, you know, I have a good idea for something I want to do, and then if I don't write it down, it will be gone by the time I get home, for example, or stuff like that. You know, it's really annoying. But yeah, there you go. Okay, so now let's weld this together. Let me do the lights first. So we have the interior lights. So they're gonna be jump drive lights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that makes sense. So let's increase them all. Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of a darkness here. Not that dark, but you know, just a little bit. But that's fine. The main light is here. That's exactly where it needs to be. Right. So now I have to fill these things here with light armor blocks. Okay, we need more. Yeah, we definitely need more because the vents also need steel plates. I remember. Seem to remember. There you go. Blech. Watch out, engineer coming through. Like so. And I think that should be good. And now we're putting vents. Okay, we need construction, computer, and steel plate, right? And then also for the catwalks. Construction, computer, steel plates. Yeah. I still have it in my head, I think. Okay, construction. Computer. Steel plates. And then tubes and girders. Is that enough? I think that's enough. Okay, that's the vents. It's upside down. Does it matter? No, you cannot really read it anyway. You know, just so I have this done. So let's just name these jump drive vents. I'm not even sure now that the last room has any vents in it. I'll have to check in a second here. I might have completely forgotten about it. Which way around do we do this? Like this or like that? I think this looks better. Yeah, that's fine. That's actually fine. Oh, yeah, we should have done this. Interior, display, and bulletproof. Right, and then I do want to get that LCDs thing on. This video is just getting longer and longer because I want to do certain things before I end this. Interior, this, what else? Was it displays or computers? I forgot. Let's just take both. We could also just put some charts on for now, but it would be cool to have some jump drive information. Oh god, more displays. Jesus Christ. Okay. A whole bunch of those we need. Yeah, 100 will be fine. Let's see. Huh? Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, you know, displays and bulletproof glass, it's almost the same. Almost. Not quite, though. There you go. And come on, there. So let's also name this one jump drive console. Okay, and then we have the LCD screen, which is the this one. So this jump drive, and then we'll just put this LCD, and that will trigger the automatic LCD script. There we go. Now the question is there something like jump drive? Jump? Probably not. There's probably a very special command. Okay, let me look this up real quick. Okay, apparently it is charge. Oh, whoops, not here. Jump drive, there we go. Charge. Ah, excellent. That is kind of cool. So I have the yeah, see now jump drive 6 for some reason is almost completely charged, but here, oh, that's kind of cool. Also, like this, it will be moving, so this looks very busy if you're coming down here and see this thing just scrolling through the drives. I will have to rename these so it looks a bit more proper, but I think that is kind of cool, don't you think? I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so next time we're gonna think about our solar panel hinge design, because I think that would be a very interesting project to make work, so we'll think about that. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.